Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be telling you guys a little walkthrough about what happened in the year 2020 for me. This was a crazy year for everyone, but I'm just gonna tell you guys the things that I have achieved or accomplished in 2020. Nothing really happened in my year until the end of April because that was when my school locked down from the pandemic. So at the end of April was my last times that I went physically to high school, and then I graduated virtually online. I graduated through online courses, and during the time I was doing my classes online, I grew my nails out because where I went to school at, what I was doing at school, I was not allowed to have long nails. I broke too many of them recently, so I chopped them all off. But I'll insert some pictures of what they looked like. They were stunning. They are now like little stupid looking short little things right now, but they're gonna grow longer again. I grew my nails out. And then in May I turned 18. Big 1A, and then I graduated high school. I was supposed to graduate the day of my birthday, but I ended up graduating like 4 days before I turned 18 because they weren't gonna drag out the courses that long if they didn't take that long. So also towards the end of maybe July or June, I used to have a hedgehog. Keyword is used to. My sweet baby girl Rosie passed away. Self-anointing, aren't you, babe? It was terrible. It was really sad for me. She was my first pet that was my own, and I got her when I was like 13 or 14, and she was my baby girl, and I miss her. So R.I.P. Rosie, that was her name. She was my cute little hedgehog. And one of my only friends moved several states away from me, so thanks for that. I never see her anymore, which is really sad, but she's off doing her little college life, and she's doing whatever she's doing and having a little good time. Something that was like really bad that happened this year for me was I went into a very depressive state. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. There's a lot of reasons, but I got very depressed. And then I started on an antidepressant, and that helped. And then one of the biggest things this year was I started this YouTube channel. Shout out to the 2 people that are watching. But yeah, I started a YouTube channel. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I was always really scared to start it because I thought people at school were gonna find it and like make fun of me, or people just weren't gonna be interested, which is perfectly fine. If nobody watches, I'm still gonna make them because I like it. So in like the middle of summer, I decided that I needed something else to take care of because I no longer had my baby girl. So I got succulents. These are my first 4. 0 out of the 4 are alive right now. I got another one, and if you guys watched the 10 random things in my room, it was in that white pot. And then I got another one that is on my kitchen counter right now, and she's probably dead. I don't really know. I don't look at her anymore because I've lost interest. Took on succulents. I decided to become a gardener or planter. And then my grandfather, he gave me a bunch of flowers. He gave me like 3 different plants. I killed them all. Oops. So then I realized that gardening and plant taking care of was not for me. I also started college classes in the summer. At the college I'm going to, there was like a BOGO. If you enroll in a summer class, you got another class for free, so I obviously did that. And I started my college journey in the summer, which was all online. Middle of a pandemic. Following in the fall, I took more classes, all online, besides one was virtual. So yeah, I started college this year. It has been pretty pretty crazy. The summer classes were very low-key because I was only doing 2, but then the fall classes I was taking 4. They have now ended, thankfully. But I really got on with like all of my teachers but one. And I think you're supposed to call them professors, but I'm not in person, so I call them my teachers. Another thing was my sister moved in and I got bunk beds. If you saw my bunk bed video, I kind of went into more about why she moved in. But my sister moved back home, and with that she brought a cat. And my mom hates cats for some reason. She always had. So we never had a cat at our house. And so when my sister moved in here, she had a cat. So she brought her cat and he lives here now too. So that was also the first time I ever experienced owning a cat. Or like having a cat in your house. So I found that pretty interesting. Cats are way different from dogs, which is what I only ever knew. And cats are kind of mean. Cats are really mean. Unless they want to be nice. So at least that cat is. Another thing was I got a tattoo. Sounds like I'm just promoting all my other videos, but I made a whole video about that, talking about what it is, how I got it, my experience there, and if you are more interested in that, you can check that out. But I did get a tattoo, and it was something I always wanted to do, so I really thought that the day I turned 18, I was gonna graduate and then that night go get a tattoo, but that isn't how things turned out. So I ended up just getting a tattoo a couple months after I turned 18. And also, as I had just turned 18 and there was this big election, I got to vote for the first time. I did an absentee ballot voting. So I requested a ballot and I voted here at my house, and then I sent it through the mail back to wherever it had to go. So that was big news. I voted for the first time. And this one is kind of stupid, but I just added it in because I did. So my sister, she was friends with some kids that were partiers. They were little party girls, what can I say? And they invited my sister and I, well, my sister invited me, but they invited my sister to go to like a club. And as I was 18, I was allowed to go. I just couldn't drink. So I had a big X on my hand and I went to a club for the first time, which was an event, as I am so crippling socially awkward, and a guy tried to come up and like flirt with me and I was just not having it, so I just like did not talk to him, and he kept trying to talk to me, and oh my god, that was so awkward. Like, oh my god, I do not know why drunk guys think they can just hit on people. It's not cute, it's not fun. I mean, maybe it's funny if you're just like so drunk that they just laugh at you and you don't even care, but don't do that. Thank you. So yeah, that was basically a whole year recap for me. Let me know how your year went. If it went well, if it went bad, if there was any major things like you got to vote for the first time, or you hit a age, you hit like 21 and you were able to drink for the first time. But this was my yearly recap as an 18-year-old in the middle of a pandemic. So this was how my 2020 went. It was an eventful one. Hopefully 2021's better for everyone, not just me. And if you enjoyed this video, leave it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Anyway, bye.